About 12 million years ago, ocean overlord Megalodon gets hit hard. Attacked him. He was Leviathan King. The Leviathan body is about 18 degrees long. Weight can reach a staggering 65 tons. It is an ocean overlord living in the late ZTE century. But in this ocean, he is not the only ruler. In the ocean at that time, another kind of ocean overlord that still lives. It was the largest shark known to man. Megalodon. These two Megalodon pups. At this point, I didn't realize that I was being watched. When they discovered, body shape behind, when a force hundreds of times greater than itself is a tanker whale. I can only run desperately. And in the process of escaping, met a Megalodon who just turned 18. I thought it would be a duel of kings. But when he left, the other party ran to deliver ahead. Leviathan King has a super bite force of up to 11 tons. This is the end of the Megalodon's life. This is also for the overlord of the oceans. And it started killing people. Soon, the two Megalodon sharks that just escaped from the tiger's mouth back here are again. Follow them. Several larger Megalodon sharks. When they saw Copper Bay killed, the gathering of fishing children kill Fuzhou for this 18-year-old boulder. In the blink of an eye, these Megalodon sharks chased down the murderer who killed his own kind. However, the murderer at this time don't care about these little jagged wounds. Because of their size, you're not a danger to yourself. Until he found out. I buried two behind myself. Megalodon queen bigger than herself. I just found out how bad it was when I died. Now Leviathan Green clearly knew. The only way to survive is to run away. And he swam off into the distance. However, Leviathan's nearby body is weak and bulky. In the face of the agile Megalodon, how can you work hard? You can't escape their siege. Helpless him. They had to fight back. Soon a Megalodon of the same size approached first, just about to bite. A funny scene occurs. He is listed as having a nose bitten by a tendon, sent the first head in the team. Just as he tried to escape, a bigger serrated shark with gold from behind him. He bit the cut-off body in one bite. Blood spurted out of his body in an instant. This Megalodon has a 20-ton bite. Gently, loosely ended this life that was cut off by force. Eventually, his body sank to the bottom of the sea. Became food for Megalodon. But the fight is not over. A few days later, the family of Leviathan Kinglet found a companion floating on the sea. At this moment, he was being slaughtered by a group of winged sea tigers. The body has been bitten horribly. Looking at the body of one's companion, the desire for revenge quickly spread throughout the family. The elders are furious. He assembled the other family members, vow to make these Megalodon sharks pay dearly. A bloody duel of kings. The curtain is about to unfold in this ocean. Megalodon. The sharks thought it was just a simple reward, but underestimated the friendship between Leviathan and King. The death of this Leviathan indirectly became the fuse of the war between the two ethnic groups, the war of the century between the two Bajau. After a while, the scout in front sent news. Not far from the crime scene, we found evidence of a megalithic shark. Hear the news. The entire Leviathan whale family is out. A bloody war began. The Leviathan whale first let scouts lure the Megalodon, attract the pigs in the front row of Megalodon sharks. I want to bite them to death while they are unprepared. Although this strategy is seamless, but it was still avoided by the Megalodon. Before the Megalodon could taunt it, he was hit on the head by another female hunter. This impact, the fish that instantly hit the Megalodon's sails. I'm afraid the Megalodon didn't die and made up for it after it was fatal. Right in the Leviathan King family, when crazy chasing and killing. A larger opponent is known to charge from the side. One bite lived in the abdomen of one of the Leviathan. Push him and swim forward. Although the speed of the force is slower than that of the Megalodon, but it doesn't affect their determination to be companions in the slightest. But how did they collide? Can't get this giant tooth to kill the trend. Until one hits the kidney of a Megalodon. This made the stinging Megalodon relax. But it's too late. Other companions are only so close, and they went crazy and they went after this Megalodon. At this time, a Leviathan whale bites the tail of a Megalodon, but the Megalodon can't stop. He swam forward at the same time. Also use your powerful body shape. Shake off the Leviathan whale that's biting itself, just as another Leviathan whale grabbed it. It was this Megalodon. A revolver bit his companion's abdomen. Easily killed this Leviathan. But there are still a lot of Leviathan. He had to drag his injured body forward. But how could Leviathan let him go? They first dominated it. Then one of the net serrated sharks injured its tail. Make up another knife. The intense pain caused this Megalodon. It's slowing down. This gives other statuses an opportunity to cut the
All
gold
biting
seed
on
this Megalodon. Although Megalodon sharks are large and flexible, but two fists are still hard to beat. Finally, it was forced to become a tan whale, relying on human sea tactics. As the battle heats up, Leviathan family. To kill one of the opponent's members, the strong general
To the
will take
advantage
on the other side of the battlefield. A Leviathan whale is hunting a sawtooth shark on the back. One of the serrated sharks. Stay close to this Leviathan whale. While he's not paying attention, the warrior who bit a Leviathan whale in one bite. I think fish eat meat a little bit. I want to change the position and shake But how can the Leviathan whale not explore? Decisively rewarded him with a big mouth. Then drag the injured body forward. Megalodon jumping out from behind. One bite on his back. To respect the opponent, he bit him on the head. So Jinsei started a battle at the bottom of the sea. Death pursuit. Just when the two sides were fighting, Leviathan King loaded another member. Right here in Leviathan, when the scales of victory tip in their favor. Megalodon leaning on dripping motorcycles, hand in hand, to bite the smaller Leviathan to death. It makes the other live tankin sore. Take this Megalodon in one bite, successfully turned into land. 16 for another Megalodon trying to escape. He was also seriously injured, and then plowed out to the surface to vent his emotions. It also ended the life of this Megalodon. Finally, the Leviathan family has won. But it also paid a heavy price. And the biggest winner. It may be the regret of watching the tiger fight in the mountain.